Hi, this is Simon and
Paddy.
Fingers on Plastic, and today we're going to take a look at, should we say, a divisive figure?
Yeah, that's at least. At least. Right.
So at the moment, coming up right now, we should have the box spinning around. So it's a very nice box. It's a typical X-Transbots box, really, isn't it? We've got the sort of artwork on the front saying who it is. What's it say on the side? There are many causes worth sacrificing for, so much history yet to be made. Always with the cheery quotes, aren't they? And then we'll have a look. So nice artwork on the back. So we've got their Springer, their Trailbreaker, but there's also, I know, the Wind Charger. Also Sea Spray. Now, have X-Tansbots already revealed Sea Spray, or have I missed Sea Spray from there?
Haven't they got one?
I don't know. It's got me perplexed, that. Because
they've got a sea spray, haven't they? I'm sure I've got them on my shelf. Sea spray. Yeah.
So that's Fans Toys Sea Spray.
No, Fans Toys are redoing their sea spray because XTB's was better.
Oh, okay.
Not that they're children in any way.
No.
But
So,
XTB's sea spray is really good. In fact, most of XTB stuff is really, really good. So I was expecting Cup to be really good.
So was I.
You know? And I saw the photographs and I thought, this is going to be awesome. Cup is not my cup of tea.
Oh, I love Cup.
I know, but he's not a character that I have any affiliation to. So when XTB came up and said, we're going to do another Cup, and I was like, well, I mean, do I need one? And thought, you know what? I'm going to get him. And then this arrived. Now, he looks lovely, doesn't he?
Well, actually, I'd like to preface because I've just taken mine out of its little. So it's taken out of this box, and I've opened it before, and the first thing I noticed was that something fell off.
Yeah.
Just fell straight off, and it's one of the bits by his ankles.
Oh yeah, one of these.
On the inside of his ankles. Yeah, one of those bits with a bit where it is just fell off, and it won't go back on.
Oh, but they were saying that you can super glue that, and I was like, thanks for that, XTB, thanks a lot.
But
just super glue, it'll be fine.
But as an aesthetic, looking at it, it looks good. Yeah, there's no doubting it looks good. But I'd like you to tell people your theory on his looks, because I quite liked your theory. It worked.
Right. Well, this guy is color coded, I think, to season 3. That's what I think. I think he is the younger version color. There's a couple of issues in season 3 when Cup goes back in time and he starts talking about this big green monster that he didn't fight and people died and how bad he felt about it. I can't remember the episode. But in it, he is a young Cup, and this is what he looks like. And he looks absolutely bang on. He's kind of broad and big and strong, and the colors are perfect. And when I saw this guy, I was like, oh my God, it's a young Cup. That's brilliant. Now I can have him on a different shelf, and I can justify it in my head as to why, I need 2 of these guys, because I've got old Cup and young Cup. Whoop-de-doo. But young Cup is a statue. I've not touched them since this is the most I've ever touched them.
I'm too frightened.
I was speaking to you. I was speaking to you.
He comes with. Should we cover some of the things? So he comes with. I'll do an overlay, but he comes with an instruction booklet.
Yep.
Which is quite a nice instruction booklet, but I'm never going to use it. I'll wait until Ben does an actual. This is how you transform him, and then if I'm feeling brave, I probably still won't. What I
I'm-
think my favourite accessory that comes with him is the Shark Contail. Yeah, you've got yours with him. I think that's great.
Yeah.
But that does damage your theory a little bit.
It does. Yeah.
Not a lot, but a little.
Yeah.
And also in the box, he comes with three spare faces, sorry.
Yeah.
One with a cigar, one happy, one laughing. 2 hands, 2 target masters, and a spare top of his head, which is, I think, is a little bit rounder as opposed to just being flat top. So he comes with a good amount of stuff. Oh, and a gun, of course. His gun.
Oh, he's got his gun here.
Yeah, his gun. So, I mean, so far, all good. But then, like I said, there's the slight problem that a bit of mine just fell off the second it came out. And then, yeah, there's the waist, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Should we say? I mean, and they can't blame that waist on the factory because that's designed like that, and it looks iffy.
See, there was something. Somebody brought something up which I thought was a really, really good point. Vector Sigma, and in his review, by the way, if you haven't seen Vector Sigma's channel, you should do. He is brilliant, absolutely fantastic, and we should all be watching him watch Vector Sigma. Okay, but he mentioned, he says exactly that. He was talking about the figure, and he was saying, is it an issue with the factory, or is it that it's just terrible? And I think there's a bit of both there, because it's not
6 to 1, half a dozen of the other.
That's not factory related. That's just somebody having a drink. Someone's had a drink and decided that whatever they were doing was a good idea. It's not a good idea, lads. It's not. This is XTB. We're supposed to be talking about, competing with fans' toys here. That's the level you want to be at, and it's like a football fan, expecting to win the title and looking about relegation. That this is fine if you're a new company. This is fine if you're not XTB.
If it was a first effort, it would be like, do you know what? This is a good first. I mean, putting quality, we'll come to quality control.
Yeah.
But putting that to one side, we'd be like, this is a good-looking first effort. But yeah, no, I expect better from XTB, even after the whole trailer debacle. Because, I mean, the trailer was more price-based than quality-based, but it's just, it feels, I mean, is yours like wonky? It's like shaky, and it just feels loose. And
there are obviously bits of this that are certainly factory related. I know people have been complaining about these things here that have been breaking off. You mentioned this one here. I mean, that's quite clearly, a botch up factory.
I've seen legs and arms as well.
But even just holding this guy, he doesn't feel very well put together. I know that's a line from somewhere.
So you can't see it, but I'm bringing in Fans Toys Cup, and I've got them next to each other. This is going to be an interesting one to edit.
Mm.
And what I didn't realise is how much taller the Fans Toys one is. The Fans Toys one is quite considerably taller.
Is it? I've not put them together, so I can't say.
Although I'm trying to decide, is it? I don't know. No, it's not. It's just mine's legs sunk in. So Fans Toys is a bit taller. It's just, I mean, the back looks good. I like they've got the the domey back with the little knobbly thing on the back.
Yeah.
But it's not like the Fans Toys one is unattractive. It's a bit of a backpack, but it's fine. And the more I mess with the XTB one when I'm feeling brave, the more I like the Fans Toys one.
I think the Fans Toys one, it's built like a brick S house, isn't it?
Yes, but mine broke a little bit. Transforming mine, there's a little bit in the shoulder that came loose, and a little bit inside. Again, you can't see this, but people watching will be able to edit it in, possibly. There we go. That little bit right there broke inside of me. It's got a bit of a loose shoulder, but it still works. Whereas with XTB, it seems that every time something falls off, it becomes quite fatal.
I think XTB, in their defence, have been chastised a little bit too much for lack of transformation on this guy. I mean, you look at Fans Toys, Jabber, I don't know other ones, Rouge, and even Cup. What's Cup called? Coot. Those three to transform are an absolute nightmare, you know. But they don't get the stick because both modes are impeccable, and you know it's just a humongous difficulty to get from one to the other. The issue X-Transbots will have is that to get him from one to the other, you're probably going to break him.
Yeah, I'm not willing to transform him.
I've done Jabber.
You did Jabber.
I've transformed Jabber. I've transformed Rouge. And
I
yes, it took me.
I need to give Jabber another chance. I'm not sure I gave Jabber a fair chance.
It took me some time, but I wasn't even with Rouge, who was quite, you know.
Oh, I hated transforming that. That was.
But you know, I was never worried that something was going to break.
I wasn't worried that something was going to break. It was just annoying that every time you took, like, her waist would just explode and it'd be like, ah.
But
I wasn't worried about it like I am with XTB. I'm quite.
Yeah.
My favourite one is there was this video online, and it's 2 hours of this guy trying to transform it, following the instruction booklet, and he gives up at the 2 hour, about the 2 hour mark. He gives up.
You know, was it someone else said that, wasn't it, about just giving up on the instructions and just transforming them themselves? But
Odd Panther.
I'm
not doing
disappointed. I am so disappointed.
Yeah, I am. I'm just
with that.
Strongly disappointed with Locke here. I was quite looking forward to him, and the more I look at it, the more disappointed I get. The more it becomes, and the more let down I feel. I mean, he wasn't as expensive because he wasn't that much.
No.
But that's still 80 quid. So I still expect it to at least stay in one piece.
And you know what? If the transformation was impossible, but it was durable, like Coat, then you know if you did. Well, I've never transformed Coat, and that's not an issue for me. You know, my original plan was to transform this guy, but that's obviously that's not going to happen now. So Coat might get transformed, but my biggest issue is that the effect this will have on XTB moving forward. I mean, you know, I'm a big XTB fan. I love their stuff, and I don't want this to be something that stops them from challenging Fans Toys, because I'd like 4 or 5 companies to be found. You know, it's better for a place. You know,
they've got a lot of pressure on their Springer. I mean, their Springer has to nail it.
Yeah.
I mean, after Locke, I thought about cancelling my Springer. I forgot what it's called. Virtus?
Yeah.
I thought about cancelling it, but it's like, for me, that Springer is the XTB last chance saloon. If they muck that up, I will be done with XTB. And I think quite a few other people will as well, if Locke didn't do them in. So they've got a lot of pressure on it. And I'm looking, because they have responded to some of the stuff.
Yeah, they have. To be fair to them, you know, they're putting their hands up. They're not, you know, ignoring it. They're saying, yeah, you know, there's been issues. How those issues have come about and that kind of thing. That look, I don't blame them. Yeah, I don't blame. They're not going to come out and go, yeah, actually, we made a really bad toy. Sorry about that. They're going to have to come up with excuses, and that's business. That's fine. You know, that's okay. And I am a huge Springer fan, and I've been looking forward to this Springer for how long. You know, you lads have been bored with me saying, "Oh, it's going to be the best Springer in the world," and
you have been saying, literally, you've said that you're the one that convinced me to sell my Fans Toys Springer to get the XTB Springer.
No pressure. But look, on the positive side, they're not releasing Springer yet. They're still looking at colours, etc., etc. I think that maybe this issue with Locke will benefit Springer fans because they won't want to release Springer until he is bang on,
Yeah.
And if one of them had to go down the toilet, I'd much rather it was Cup. Sorry, Cup, you're a great lad and all that, but I'm a Springer boy, and I want 3 of them. I want one in each mode. I've already ordered 2. Yeah. So if this isn't the best thing since sliced bread, I'm in real trouble here.
They've got to pull Spring out the bag, because I think we can safely say that they did not pull Locke out the bag. He needs to go back in the bag.
Maybe a lucky bag.
I mean, have you done like an articulation test on him?
Oh God, no. Honestly, I've got him here like this.
It's terrifying.
He's sitting with some Sharkticons and he's never moving. That is it.
You pick him up and he's loose and wonky straight off the bat. Like, it feels he's going to break at the waist. It just feels like his top off is going to detach. And then I'll move to this guy. So you can sort of kick forward, but again, you don't trust it. The bits are tight. So he can kick forward sort of yay much. And then I can't bend his knees.
I found just connecting the knees, getting them to like tab in, was very, very difficult. One of them does it fine, and the other one doesn't at all.
Can you bend the knees on yours? Because I can't bend the knees on mine. They're not having it.
I mean, my famous cha-cha-cha.
Yeah.
There's no way this guy is cha-cha. No way. Hope.
Yeah, mine's knees won't bend. It's uncomfortable.
I tell you what that might be, is at the back of him here, there's a little clip that needs to go into the back of his leg. So this bit here,
yeah,
a little clip, and that clip needs to go. I don't want to take it out because it might go back in again. But there's like a little clip, and once that pings in,
is that on the front?
It's on the back of the leg.
On the back of the leg. I can't see any.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Yes. Oh my God.
And that might be it. So you'll probably find one of those will go in, the other one not so much. But just be mindful, because it took me about half an hour to get them in.
Yeah, no. Look at that.
So
that
might be why your knee isn't moving.
He's got sort of a thigh rotation, but the thigh then looks like it's broken, like it's
yeah.
It goes push in and out. So
you see that, and that's where Vector Sigma's one broke when he was just moving that. So
the arm comes out. We have elbow. What's going on with the wrist as well, by the way? Because
I don't. Is it to do with transformation?
I'm almost certain it's to do with transformation, but that looks terrible.
Yeah.
And then the tab doesn't really hold it in place.
No. And when it does, it kind of just tends to pop out.
Yeah. It's just it legitimately troubles me touching this figure.
Now you see, that's one of the questions where is that a manufacturer issue, or is it a factory issue?
Well, I think it's 50-50, because if you open up the tab and all that, you can see there's a lot of folding things in there and a lot of things you tab in. So that's design. But the quality also being off would be factory, because it feels cheap, easily breakable, and a bit scary.
Yeah. It's almost like they had an idea and then couldn't afford to get the bits to put together. I might be really simplifying it, but
what I find interesting, why has it got to be so complicated? Like the Studio Series Cup video, that went live this morning. Watch that.
Way.
So the Studio Series one, it's such a simple transformation.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they do that? And again, Fans Toys are guilty of this, because it works, and once it's tabbed in, it looks great. With a bit of tweaks and upscaled I mean, if one of those KO companies come along, upscales that studio series, but maybe gives it the fans' toys face, and does like a slight tweak with the back to make it sit flush, that'll destroy both of these.
Well, I mean, you there's a few figures in studio series like that. Hot Rod and Cyclona. I think if they were to be oversized and put a little bit of love and attention into them, they could be top drawer figures.
Yeah,
they could rival fans' toys. With a bit of love and attention. I want XTB to compete. I feel like a mini XTB fan, and I want them to compete, and I'm desperately cheering them on. And then this happens, and I feel like a Celtic fan who's 500 points behind Rangers in the title and thinking, oh no, it's not over yet, not over yet.
It's like a wrestler that you like that suddenly turns into a bad guy.
Pretty much, yeah. And you're still going, no, hang on.
We'll give them a chance. We'll see. But no,
all right.
For me, their Springer is last chance saloon for XTB. If they don't pull the Springer out the bag, I'm done with them. No more money, because I don't have much disposable income anymore, and I can't afford to be as frivolous as I once was. And so now I have to pick and choose. I only kept my Fans Toys cup because I love Cup, and I've always loved Cup since the movie.
I mean, you'd be gutted, wouldn't you, if you got rid of your cup for this guy?
If I'd have sold
for this guy.
I mean, the guy that took my Springer, my FT Springer, he's put it on a display and it looks good. It's getting the love and attention it deserves. So my Springer went to a happy place. So did my RC. I would have been gutted if I'd have let.
Yeah.
And I need to give Jabber another chance. I was possibly too harsh on Jabber. I'm pretty sure we still get down votes for some of the things I said about him.
Probably, yeah. It's why it took us so long to get to 1,000, isn't it?
I'll bring Jabber in because he's still sealed in his box. Well, it's not sealed, but he's mint in box still.
Jabber is a beautiful figure,
I will bring Jabber in and I will re-look at Jabber through new eyes.
Well, I tell you what, we need to do a draw because I've got two, because I'm a huge Jabber fan, and one in each mode. Now, to get from one to the other is, you will lose hair and probably have some sort of breakdown. But I never had any fear of anything breaking, and it does work.
Well, again, though, the Studio Series one, yes, he's got those ridiculous wizard sleeves. They're bad. The video for the Studio Series one will be going live
now,
sometime this week.
Right. And Unicron. Unicron's got to go off.
Unicron. We've got Grimlock's coming, Blur's coming, Unicron's coming.
I watched Nex and Ferris video this morning, the transformation for Megatron, and I tell you what, that girl's got patience of a saint, doesn't she? She really does.
Should have seen some of the messages she sent me about him.
Well, I only have them in robot, and I haven't touched the transformation.
Because I'm too frightened to tell her that I think the dinosaur mode looks pretty cool.
I like it.
I'm far too frightened to tell him Ferris that. It's like, I think it looks cool, but I don't.
She's so good with the transformations and that, and I think if she's got an issue with it, then I'm buggered. Me and you together wouldn't get that done, I think.
So anyway, let's wrap up. 2 guys, 1 cup. I'm keeping
that's your choice. That is.
So, what are your final thoughts on Locke?
Locke is, in my final thoughts words, will be Locke is a beautiful disappointment. That's what he is.
Okay, now I would say that I love the accessory he comes with. Love the accessory.
Oh, hello.
But other than that, I love the accessory, which I've just thrown on the floor and has disappeared. I don't even think he's that good looking. I'm going to have to give him 3 out of 10.
I'm gonna go 2 more. I'm going to give him 5 out of 10. But when's the last time you saw me on this channel saying I didn't absolutely love something? Andy is unimpressed. Andy is giving him a 1 because he's speechless, aren't you, Andy? You can't even speak.
It's just naff.
But I'll give it a 5 because it's a beautiful figure. It looks stunning, and if you have it as a statue on your shelf, you'll be grand. Just don't touch him ever.
I don't agree that much either. I mean, I just think he looks all right. I like that they made his back look like his back does in the movie.
Yeah.
But
even in saying that, though, I was looking at that on the way down. Even that looks just not complete. Look like panel lines.
And the way his neck sort of fastens down, and oh crap, I've untabbed it. And then once you've untabbed it, it's such a chore to get back.
I don't think I'm going to actually even try. But I don't think I will. It all just looks unfinished.
Yeah.
Like they started, but they didn't finish.
I feel like the fingers on plastic have finally been given an early sample of something.
Yeah. Don't worry, it won't be like this.
Don't worry, the final version won't be like that. They're going to fix this, and this. Basically, it's going to be a completely new figure.
Yeah.
But no, I'm so disappointed.
I've just slipped him in there at the back, and now his backpack is slightly protruding. So nothing really works with it, which is such a shame. It had the potential to be absolutely brilliant, and it hasn't been. I'm still holding out hope for Springer. I'm still going to hope that it's going to be as good as I've been ringing on about.
It all rests on Springer.
So come on, XTB, don't let me down. You got this. You got this.
That's about it. We've been talking for nearly half an hour.
What?
So